This is the news on the hour on Providence Television International. You're welcome. I am Ugbebo Ikekwa. Nigeria has reaffirmed its dedication to advancing health and well-being for all citizens, aligning its national development agenda with global commitments. This was reaffirmed by Honorable Nasser Issa Kwara, Chairman of the National Population Commission, during Nigeria's address at the 58th session of the Commission on Population and Development at the United Nations headquarters in New York. Speaking on the session's theme, ensuring healthy lives and promoting well-being for all at all ages, Kwara underscored Nigeria's determination to achieve the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals, implement the International Conference on Population and Development Program of Action, and pursue the African Union's Agenda 2063. The 58th CPD session, held from 7th to 11th April 2025, brings together UN member states to assess progress on population and development issues. Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpebholo has announced the establishment of a joint fact-finding committee by the federal government and Edo State government to investigate the recent killing of hunters in Uromi, Edo State. The governor made this known on Thursday while receiving a delegation from Kano State led by the state deputy governor, Comrade Aminu Abdul Salam Gwarzo, at the government house in Benin City. Governor Okpebholo stated that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is deeply concerned about the incident and is committed to ensuring lasting peace and security across the nation. He added that the committee will thoroughly examine the underlying causes of the killings and share its findings with the public in the interest of transparency. In another development, Edo State government has vowed to revoke all farmlands illegally acquired through proxy companies, a move aimed at restoring ownership to indigenous farmers and ensuring transparency in land administration. The declaration was made by the Deputy Governor, Honorable Dennis Idausa, during a courtesy visit to the Edo State Government House, where he met with members of the Association of Cocoa Farmers. The meeting was convened to address widespread complaints from farmers in Ovia Northeast and Ovia Southwest local government areas who claimed they were being systematically evicted from their lands by powerful interests operating under the guise of legal entities. Honorable Idausa reaffirmed government's commitment to safeguarding their rights and assured them that the administration of Governor Monday Okpebholo would not stand by while the livelihoods of hardworking citizens were threatened. He emphasized that one of the governor's pledges was to prioritize the welfare of farmers, stating that Governor Okpebholo will uphold that promise by using legal means to reclaim farmlands obtained through dubious transactions. A former deputy governor of Edo State, Comrade Philip Shaibu, has called on Nigerian youths to realign their mindset towards self-development and a strong sense of nationalism. Comrade Shaibu gave this charge during a keynote address at the Akwa Ibom State University Alumni Association Leadership and Entrepreneurship Summit held in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State on Thursday. He encouraged youths to pursue entrepreneurial skills and adopt a mindset geared towards creating value and not merely waiting for employment. He emphasized that education is a foundational tool rather than a final destination, adding that entrepreneurship and skill acquisition break down economic limitations and empower individuals to take control of their futures. Veteran broadcaster Dr. Emmanuel Egariva has called on the federal government to be transparent in its dealings with the Nigerian masses. Dr. Egariva made the call recently during an interview session on Providence Television International. He emphasized that transparency is a core element of good governance and decried the trend presently practiced by Nigerian politicians whereby public funds are looted without consideration for the yearnings of the people. The media practitioner also condemned the actions of sycophants, noting that most leaders are not aware of the consequences of their policies due to distorted reports from political assistants.
Okay. And I've often said, excuse me, I've often said that the greatest exercise a man can be involved in is to wrestle with your conscience. It's one of the greatest events, sporting events even, that you can think of, well, in quotes now. Wrestle with your conscience. If your conscience says what you are doing is wrong, then stay away from it. Okay? But that's not happening in government. It's not.
Exactly.
Their conscience tells them something, they say something else, so there's no truthfulness. So they work across purposes, for example, and I don't think that is good for the polity. It's not good for interpersonal relationship when you're in government. It's not even good for your relationship with the people that you lead. Okay, so it must be, in any case, there's nothing to conceal. There must be no concealment. You must bring out your resume. Yes, no falsification of documents and things. You must bring out your...
The remains of late veteran journalist Mr. Iro Omorodion was laid in state at the press center of the Nigeria Union of Journalists Edo State as part of funeral rites which began on Friday. A large number of journalists and veterans were in attendance to pay their last respects to the late media practitioner. Details of the event will follow later. The Nigerian government has banned singer Idris Abdul Karim's new protest song titled Tell Your Papa. Announcing the ban on Thursday evening, the federal government, through the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, stated that the song is inappropriate and offensive. In a statement signed by the coordinating director of broadcast monitoring, Susan Obi, the NBC directed Nigerian radio and television stations to refrain from airing the song as its content is deemed inappropriate for broadcast following its objectionable nature. Liverpool forward Mohamed Salah has signed a new contract with the club, extending his stay at Anfield beyond the 2024-25 season. The Egyptian, who joined the Reds from AS Roma in 2017, has netted 32 goals in 45 appearances across all competitions for Liverpool. Salah, aged 32, expressed his delight at continuing his journey with the club. The development marks a significant boost for manager and his slot, who will be hoping to build on Salah's contributions as Liverpool look to compete for major honours once again. And to the exchange rates, one United States dollar now stands at 1,612 naira. 1 euro, its equivalent in naira, 1,835. 1 British pound, 2,113 naira. And the equivalent of 1 Canadian dollar is now 1,161 naira. And that's the news on the hour. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned.